If this phoenix appeared on your screen, it is not here to comfort the old version of you. It is here to confirm what you already know. Something in your life has reached its natural end. Not because you failed, not because you were abandoned by life, not because you made the wrong turn, because the version of you that survived that chapter cannot be the same version that enters the next one. Pause here. Breathe. You do not need to chase a sign today. This is not a sign. It is a confirmation. The phoenix does not rise because life was gentle. It rises because the fire finished its work. And if this message found you, then some part of you already knows the fire has been working through you too. Maybe through endings, maybe through silence, maybe through people who could not come with you, maybe through doors that closed so sharply they sounded like rejection. But not everything that leaves your life is a loss. Some things leave because your nervous system is no longer available for chaos. Some things leave because your standards finally became louder than your loneliness. Some things leave because the future cannot enter a room crowded with the past. Message 1. Stop trying to rebuild yourself into the person you were before. That version of you was real. That version of you did what they could. That version of you deserves respect. But they are not the blueprint anymore. You are not here to return to your old energy. You are here to become more precise with your power. There is a difference. The old you may have been more available, more forgiving without evidence, more patient with patterns that did not change, more willing to carry what other people refused to heal. That was not love. That was survival dressed as loyalty. The phoenix does not apologize for outgrowing the ashes. Neither should you. Message 2. The fire did not come to destroy your life. It came to reveal what could not survive truth. A false identity cannot survive truth. A forced relationship cannot survive truth. A path built on fear cannot survive truth. A version of success that costs you your soul cannot survive truth. This is why certain things feel unstable right now. Not because you are falling apart, because the false structure is. Let it. You do not need to hold together what was never built for your freedom. There is a quiet strength in letting something collapse without volunteering your body as the foundation. You have done that before. You became the bridge, the cushion, the explanation, the emotional translator, the strong one. But strength is not the same as self-abandonment. The phoenix rises because it stops negotiating with the fire. Message 3. Your energy is becoming more expensive. That does not mean cold. That does not mean cruel. That does not mean unreachable. It means no more discounts for people who only value you when you are useful. No more emotional access without emotional responsibility. No more returning to rooms where your growth makes everyone uncomfortable. No more shrinking so others can keep their old version of you. You have been waiting for permission to become harder to misuse. Here it is. You are allowed to become difficult for the wrong life to keep. This is what rebirth looks like before it becomes beautiful. At first, it feels like distance. Then it feels like guilt. Then it feels like silence. Then one day, it feels like air. And that is when you understand. You are not being punished. You are being cleared. Message 4. You are not late. The Phoenix does not measure time like humans do. It does not ask, "Why did this take so long?" It does not ask, "Why did I not know sooner?" It does not ask, "Why did I waste years?" It rises when the burning is complete. That is all. You are exactly on time for the version of you that required this much truth. Do not insult your own becoming by calling it delay. Some people wake up after one lesson. Some people wake up after a whole life cracks open. Both are awakenings. The work is the answer. And you have been doing the work, even when no one clapped for it, even when it looked like resting, even when it looked like crying, even when it looked like doing nothing, because your body had finally reached its limit. Healing is not always photogenic. Growth is not always productive. Transformation is not always graceful. Sometimes the sacred work is simply refusing to betray yourself one more time. Message 5. There is a reason you keep feeling pulled towards something bigger, even if you cannot name it yet. That pull is not random. It is not fantasy. It is not arrogance. It is not too much. It is the part of you that remembers the life you keep postponing. The Phoenix does not rise to return to the cage. It rises because the sky is the only honest next step. So ask yourself this: what have I been calling impossible because I am afraid of what it would require from me? What have I been calling unrealistic because someone smaller than my future taught me to doubt it? What have I been calling selfish because it would require me to stop overserving? Quiet is information. Listen to what becomes loud when you stop explaining yourself. There is an answer there, not a dramatic answer, a clean one. Message 6. Your comeback will not look like revenge. That is too small. The Phoenix does not rise to prove the ashes wrong. It rises because rising is its nature. You do not need to make anyone regret losing you. You do not need to perform healing online. You do not need to become impressive to people who were careless with your softness. Let your life become the evidence. Let your peace become the answer. Let your discipline become the ritual. Let your boundaries become the spell. Let your work become the door. There is power in not announcing every transformation while it is still forming. Move quietly. Choose precisely. Create seriously. Protect your energy without apology. The people meant for the next chapter will not require you to stay wounded so they can recognize you. Message 7. The version of you that is coming will require different habits. Not just different dreams, different habits, different mornings, different words, different boundaries, different tolerance levels, different people around you, different promises to yourself. A rebirth that does not change your choices is only a mood. Do not let this become another beautiful message you save and never live. Choose one thing today, one honest thing. Delete the message, make the appointment, start the page, move your body, drink the water, say no, say yes, write the plan, stop checking, stop waiting. The Phoenix is not passive. It rises, not because the sky begged it, because staying in the ashes became impossible. So here's your closing confirmation. You are not who you were when this began. You may still look the same to people who are not paying attention. But something in you has changed. Your silence has changed. Your eyes have changed. Your patience has changed. Your standards have changed. Good. Do not rush to soften what life made clear. You are not becoming bitter. You are becoming awake. You are not losing yourself. You are losing the performance. You are not starting over. You are rising from material the old life thought would end you. Let it burn clean. Then rise different. Decode the signal. Live the message.